Hi, hello everybody. Hi, good morning. It is Pip Todman here from queenpipcards.com. It is a Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock, and you're not normally used to seeing me at this time of the morning, and I'm not normally used to being live at this time of the morning, so we'll see how it goes. This is my very first episode 1 of my Christmas card class, which I'm giving to you free here live on Facebook and on YouTube. And it's my Christmas card class, which I'm going to run every 2 weeks for the next 3 episodes. So 6 weeks in total. So one this week, miss a week, then another one. And it's going to be a fun, just a fun class that you can follow along with me if you have the products already. If you don't have the products and you want to purchase anything, then you can purchase anything you want from the catalogue. Could be any of this stuff that I show you today, or it could be anything else that you want from the catalogue. Spend £45 and I will send you all of the materials to make all 4 cards, all the embellishments, all the ribbons, everything, to make everything that you see today, and you will get that in the post afterwards, and then you can watch back this replay. I'll send you a tutorial, etc, etc. So you'll get everything if you want to, if you spend £45 with me using, and then you have to use this host code. Okay, this host code, which is a different host code to the one that I put out on the image. I understand I deleted it by accident. So I'm going to reissue that so you'll have the right host code. So this is the host code to use. Okay, so who have we got joining us? Morning, Joe. Hi, just sneaking in before work time. Excellent, lovely. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm going to crack on. We've got 4 cards to get through, and hopefully we'll get through it all in about an hour. I'm going to try and be speedy. These are not technically difficult cards. These are quick and simple Christmas cards so that you can get them into your stash and ready for Christmas, and you can be off and running, because if you've left it to this point, you might be thinking you're a little bit late, but you're not really. We can sort this out. So I love quick and simple Christmas cards. It's my favourite time of the year. So I thought I would do a Christmas card class for all of you 3 times. And they'll all be different. So they'll all be different cards. So you'll get 16 cards over the next, 12 cards over the next 3 consecutive, every 2 weeks, not consecutive, every 2 weeks. Alrighty. Oh, see, it's morning. I need more tea. Morning, Margaret. Hi. Yes, this is my Christmas card class. This is different. This is not my normal Moody Monday pick me up live video. This is my Wednesday morning Christmas card class. So let me, without further ado, whiz over so you can see my hands better. There we go. We'll turn up my lights so it's a bit brighter. Turn this one around. Whoops, there we go. So that's a bit brighter. How are we doing? Oh, it's still a bit dark, isn't it? Do you know what? I am going to turn on my big light. It makes the colours a little bit weird, but it kind of adds a little bit to the... I think that just... Oh, I don't know now. No, maybe not. I don't know if that's helped or hindered, to be honest. There we go. Is that better? Can you see me? You can see me. There we go. Hopefully that's good. Okay, I'm going to take my head off, not in a bad way, just in a like this, because then you can see more. You can see more. Hopefully you can still hear me, because it should still be working through my phone. Hi, Ange. Nice to see you, Angela. Hey, hi Barry. How are you? Thank you very much. Right, so we're going to do some quick Christmas cards. So the first one that I wanted to show you, I'm going to do very different colors to normal. Okay, so this is Magenta Madness, because you know we all love a bit of magenta. Well, I do anyway, because it's pink, obviously, and some Highland Heather. This is cut to the normal layering size. Okay, and then another piece of basic white. Again, this is just standard layering, and we're just going to pretty it up with our stamping and some sparkles, and a little bit of extra. Okay, so we're going to need Whimsical Trees, which is the stamp set I use for Retreat. Hey, Deborah's managing to catch us live. Hello. So yeah, I use this one for Retreat, and everybody loved it very, very much. So actually, I need both trees. Let's get this. Where's the other one gone? That one. There we go. And we'll do the sentiment in a second as well, to be honest. So yeah, everyone loved it really a lot. You could just go on forever with these trees. I think they're just, although they're modern looking, because they are quite modern looking, I don't know, I think this is quite a traditional card despite the colour differences, which you'll see in a bit. Okay, so this is Whimsical Trees. So we'll pop that on a long block like so. And this is a very, very simple card, but it gets you to use your ink, and it gets you to think about maybe doing things a little bit differently than you might normally, and to do different colours, because sometimes you could do this in blues, you could do it in pastel colours, you could do it in greens if you wanted to be a bit more traditional. So we're going to stamp one tree here, then straight away stamp another tree here, and then stamp the third one just a bit up here, like that. Okay, and then we're going to come in with the littler tree and stamp him right over the top of these two, like so. How simple is that? But it just gives you that beautiful Christmas card look, and you know, it's just like a tree, a forest with trees going a bit further back. You know, you've got that depth of field look, etc. Let your heart be light. I love this. Don't always get it straight, but you know, it's kind of bouncy writing, so that's okay. And then what we need is to open our ink pad again. I've already squished this, so if you don't know how to do that, you fold it up and you just give it a good squeeze, and then you get a bit of ink left in here. Then what I'm going to do is get my Wink of Stella, because no Christmas card is complete without a bit of Wink of Stella, right? So we're going to make sure that I've got lots in the barrel, lots and lots and lots in the barrel. Yeah, there we go. Grab some pink. You may wish to put a piece of paper down. Oh, look, I've been playing with lots of colours on that bit of paper. Just because you can get this, it can go a bit further than you anticipate. So then you pop your brush head, this brush head that's now covered in ink, into the lid like so, and flick. Okay, make sure you've got enough ink on it so it's pink as it comes out. There we go. Oh, this is very silver and not very pink. Here we go, that's better. There we go. Oh, that's very, very splattered. Love a bit of a splatter. There we go. Then I turn it round, and then I did the splatter the other way. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Excellent. And so now we have a very pink brush, which we just clean off. You can get that off. Generally it comes off in a while. There we go. It'll go non-pink in a minute. And then I always clean the inside of that, otherwise you end up with magenta madness all over your brush. So if you get, normally I have my little cloth, but I haven't got it at the moment. It's in the wash, because I've been doing quite a lot of splattering and stuff. So just clean out the edge of that, make sure that's not too pink inside, and then there we go. So then leave that to dry for just a second, because you can see, I will clean off the inside of that as well, don't panic. You can see, hopefully, oh, let's lift this up a bit. Right, can you see hopefully there that that's all quite sparkly now, with all its splats and splutters all over the place. So it's just a nice technique, but it does need to dry a little. So, but while it dries, we'll put the other bits together. Makes it really easy. And you can use either wet glue or Stampin' Seal or Stampin' Seal Plus, or one of the, you know, one of our dry glues, tear and tape, all that kind of stuff. I just love wet glue for ease and wiggle room. Make sure you've got this the right way around. Yep, there we go. So who else have we had join us while I've been chatting away doing this? Oh, and Triana, hello. Nice, sneaking a peek at work. I love that. And Fiona's on. Hi, Fiona. Hey, hi, Alyssa as well. Oh, Fiona, you love the Wink of Stella and pink. Yes, I know. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's really striking. So, oh, that's very nice of you all to join me on a first thing on a Wednesday morning, rather. It's a different time for me. This is my Christmas. In case you're wondering why I'm on and what I'm doing, this is my free Christmas card class. So this is for everybody to follow along, or just use the designs, do what you fancy at home. Copy. I love everybody to case everything I do. That's fine. But if you want to purchase any of the products, then put in an order of £45 and you'll get all the materials in the post for you so that you can make all these 4 cards when you get them, when you get everything back at home. Okay, so I'm going to need some bling, obviously, because it's Christmas, right? So let's do a bit of bling. Okay, here we go. So I went a little bit mad with these because, well, you know, because you can, because it's Christmas, so you need to go mad with rhinestones at Christmas. Started off down here, started wending my way up the trees. One over there, I'll stick a couple over here, and then like so. I don't know how many I did in the end. Oh, I'll just do another one like that. There we go. What's that? That's 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. That's nice and uneven, so that's good. Okay, so that is my first Christmas card. And here's one I made earlier, which you can see is pretty much exactly the same as the one here. So that's good. So yeah, so Magenta Madness, just stamped. I think I stamped this one off actually, and then, but I like it firmer as well. You can do whatever you like, really. It's entirely up to you. So there we go. There is our first Christmas card done. And whilst I don't have very many things that I can show you that has Whimsical Trees, because I've put them all away somewhere and I can't find them. All my retreat stuff's gone. It's like, right, retreat's over, move it out of the way. So that's all gone. But I did have this one that shows off one of the dies that I made the other day. So this one shows off the dies that go with these trees. Again, lots of sparklies. And that's on Peaceful Place papers. And that sentiment is from the new Eden Garden. Let's celebrate everything. Isn't that good? Like that. So there we go. So that's Peaceful Place. No, not Peaceful Place. Whimsical Trees. There we go. That's the first one done. So we'll move that off. And then obviously if you wanted to decorate your envelope, which I do recommend, then you can either just pop on another little actually might do the other little tree because we've only stamped in once. Just a little tree in the corner of the envelope just adds that little extra something so that when you send it to them, they know that it's from you from the outside all the way. Let's have a look. Oh, look at this. I like this. Here we go. Angela says, loving the colours and how to sprinkle with Wink of Stella. I'm on a week holiday, so that's what your project today is. Yes, excellent. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm also on a week's holiday. You wouldn't know it because I'm here, but I am technically on holiday at the moment, but I'm just doing my lives because obviously my lives are important to me and I want to make sure that I carry on doing them. So we're doing our lives, but the rest of the week I'm on holiday. So far I've been to the Hawk Conservancy, playing with birds. Well, not playing with them, but watching them. Birds of prey and owls and all that kind of stuff. We've been to see the new James Bond film. That was fun. That was great. And tonight we're off to see the magic show that goes wrong. So that'll be fun too. So we've got lots of things planned. And then we're going to get on with serious stuff like sorting out the PC upstairs and all that boring stuff. We thought we'd get the fun stuff done. Make sure we get that in before we do the boring stuff. Right. Okay. So let's put that away. So we don't need Whimsical Trees anymore. The next stamp set we're going to be using and the next card that we're going to be playing with is this one, Delivering Cheer. Now, you might have seen me make a card on Monday with this. I'm going to do a similar card, to be honest, but just with a different twist on it. So this is also the stamp set we're going to be using for Stampin' Cheer, which is my card class. Well, it's kind of a card class and kind of a social chit chat session. We're doing that on the 27th of November. So if you want to book in for that, you get a little packet and then you can come along and play with us. And if you're in my members group, you can come for free. So this was the card that I did on Monday, or I showed on Monday, with the beautiful paper piercing and the carrying of the presents. Thought I'd do something a little bit different today, in that I do love a good monochrome. And I thought actually she would be quite stellar in black and white. So we're going to do her in black and white. We're not going to do very much decoration as such, but I just thought you would like to see her in black and white because she is a bit stunning, really. And also it makes it very, very quick. Makes it a very, very quick card to do this in black and white. Now you can just obviously just stamp her, but I do like the paper piercing, so we are going to do a bit of that. So we've got our stitch shape framelit here. I'm going to stamp her at the bottom. Oh, good morning, Sharon. Sharon's joining us. Hello. You caught me. I love the fact that we've got lots of people on and it's like 9:20 on a Wednesday morning. I won't tell if you don't. Okay, so we're going to stamp her down there like so. Okay, then we're going to stamp her dress again on here. It's going to be quite tricky for me to cut out, but I think it'll be all right. Let's see. Actually, it might be okay. I want to make her looking like she's got like a little tartan, black and white tartan on. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, and then on another piece of cardstock, which I had here a moment ago. Where's it gone? There it is. Another piece of cardstock, we're going to just stamp her presents. Okay. Now we could just stamp it straight on top of there, but it's much more fun if you do a bit of paper, if you do a bit of cutting out. Lift that off a bit. I wanted her to be very chic because I think she is very chic, you know. Oh wow, everybody's in. Hello, Amanda. Hi, Julie, and hi, Margaret. Hello, good morning. Oh well, that's interesting to see that everybody likes coming on a Wednesday morning. Okay, so actually I'm going to probably, this one's probably drier I think at the moment. So we're just going to cut her skirt out, just inside. Sort of inside the lines ish. Just don't leave a gap around it. You want to be kind of with the line. And it's a nice easy skirt to cut because we're just going to cut straight across. And then we're going to come down a bit. And this would make a very elegant birthday card, I think, actually. But I want it also to be a nice Christmas card. And, you know, it doesn't have to be all red and green and lush like that to be a Christmas card. It could easily be a black and white Christmas card. At least in my head it can. Okay. So there's her skirt done. That didn't take long, did it? So we'll just glue that on, and I glue on here. I did a bit much on Monday. Don't need quite so much. There we go. There we go, that's a bit better. It's a little excessive on Monday. Right, so there we have that. Hello, Julie. Ah, watching with a cuppa before you head off to work. That's nice. I like that very much. Excellent. There we go. So there's her legs and her skirt done. Now her presents, you know, you could absolutely colour it all in exactly like I did. Where's my Monday one? So on Monday, you know, we did a lot of colouring. We coloured her legs, we coloured her shoes, we coloured her arms, we coloured everything. Every single present you could think of, we coloured it. But this time, because I want it to be monochrome, I'm not having to colour anything. So if you wanted to, you could leave it absolutely exactly as it's stamped. I did, however, bring my black blends because I did wonder, I'm just going to go straight up here. It's getting a bit too fiddly for me. Because I did wonder, I might put some polka dots on her, or stripes on one of her presents. So I might have a look at that and see. Okay, just get that little bit off there because it's annoying. Right, so straight up here, in. These are so easy, these ones, to cut out. There we go. And then you come straight back down here. So you just go straight down there. And then straight down there. This is going to be the longest one of the morning, I can tell you that, because fussy cutting is just, yeah, I always take a little bit longer than a lot of people do. I don't know why. Just fussy about my fussy cutting. But it's actually, I don't attempt anything that's too difficult, because I just think if it has to take you 4 hours to cut out a piece, then that takes away the pleasure in my eyes of making a nice, quick, simple Christmas card. But this isn't too bad. It would be better if I could sing, but you don't want me to do that, so I'm going to stop myself. But that is what I do when I normally do my fussy cutting at home on my own. Okay, here we go. Round her arms, and we're done. There we go. Alrighty, so that's that. Get all that rubbish off. So now we can start thinking about putting a dress together. So this, not a dress, a card together. So this is normal white base, normal black. Now for this one, I had a strip that went down the side there. I took this down a little bit. So this is a smaller black piece, so that we've got a bigger border round. And I did think that it might be better if it went straight up and down the middle. Yeah, I think so. So because it's stripes. Now this paper, if you're wondering, comes from the Host papers that you can get when you spend over £150 in the catalogue. You automatically get Host rewards, and there is a pack of papers that are in the Host rewards. You get like 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper, and on one side it's all black and white, and on the other it's all beautiful rainbow colours. So or different colours. So that's always worth bearing in mind if you're putting a large order in. Just have a look at the Host only. They've got Host only sets that are normally cheaper than any other set, and they've also got this beautiful paper, which I think is lovely. Right, so I'll pop that down here. There we go. And see, that's leaving a bigger border now, because that's the next layer down. So that's the 13.9 by 9.5, whereas this one's the 14.4 by 10. So you see the difference in the borders here. Okay, so then I'm going to pop her up on. Might pop those up on. I want to pop all of her up on dimensionals, to be honest. I think I want to put a bit of ribbon in there. Where's my ribbon bit gone? I'm just going to put tuck a little bit of ribbon just behind this, because I do like a bit of ribbon. And this ribbon is lovely. I could do that way. I don't know if that would be too much. So we can do ribbon that comes like this, but it might be too much. So I think I'm just going to tuck a little piece behind. There's bit of scissors. There we go. And then pop her up. So to do this, I always either use glue dots or I use my Stampin' seal, but glue dots work just as well. Oh, there's two there. Right, there we go. So pop a glue dot on, peel it off, and then fold that over so the glue dot holds it together, and then stick another glue dot on. I'm not going to use all of that as a thingy. There we go. And then work out where roughly I want it to be. I want it to come out sort of there-ish from the side of that, quite like that, up a little there. When it goes over, it's going to go over there. So then that attaches that like that. Okay, so we will mini glue dot her presents. I did think about doing some spots, but I'm thinking now, if I've got checkers, I've got stripes, if I do spots, I think it's going to be too much. So we'll just use the minis so that we can get right up into those gift areas, because we don't want any soggy. Oh, we've got two there. No, two for the price one. Don't want any soggy bottoms, or soggy middles as I call them. We don't want the postman giving it a right old squeeze when it goes through the letterbox or anything. That'll do. Yes, I know I use a lot of dimensionals. Oh, you've got to go and do some work. Oh, shame. Shame, Barry. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Well, we'll catch up later. I'll chat later. I'm glad you enjoyed them. There we go. Pop that on there. There she is in all her glory. And then we'll use some ends of dimensionals. I hope you do this I always use up the ends of my dimensionals because, you know, they're just dimensionals by any other name. It's just that they're at the end. So I always use these ones up because you get extra glue then for your money. Not that I'm tight or anything, but, you know, we might as well use it. And also you can get nice long strips that just go all the way across. So you can really get your piece standing nice and firmly. I think actually I tend to use more when I do it like this, but it doesn't matter. That's just the ends of it, isn't it? So that's good. There we go. Pop that on there. Now there's nothing over here to help with this bit, so we'll pop a little bit there. There we go. Right. So now we've got enough dimensionals on there. Pop this over. How are we doing for time? Oh, past. That's okay, because I said this is the longest one. Got 2 more to go after this. There we go. All done. And then we can pop her down just so. And then I got some of the stars from, they're called the Cute Stars Adhesive Back Sequins, to give them their full and proper name. And oops, and they're from the Halloween set, but actually they've got some lovely colours. They've got black and they've got this pinky one in. So I just thought she could do with a few stars, I think. So we'll put some stars on her. Oops. Turn this over. Come on, go in. Where are you going? There we go. So where should we put some? Is she looking a bit wonky? Oh, she's obviously bending under the weight. That's fine. So we're going to add some stars like this. And then maybe another little one down here. That looks cool. And maybe put a little star somewhere on one of these presents, like so. There we are. Now you can, if you want at this point, add a little sentiment to it to make it very Christmassy. The words that come with the stamp set, delivering cheer, they're nice, but they're quite big. Okay, they're quite large. So I am going to choose something else. Oh no, Joe's got to go. Afraid I have to leave. Hang on, this is a... Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at this. This is lovely. She's got to go to work, but you managed to watch me and get some plastic poppies painted for my Remembrance Day poppy wreath. Excellent. Oh, well, enjoy that, Joe. We'd like to see pictures of that in Crafty Corner when you're finished. Absolutely. So make sure that you do that. Pop that in there. Fab. So I'm going to use Season's Greetings just because it's a nice small sentiment. And if you wanted to, you could just stamp it straight on there, obviously. But I don't think it's not squishy enough for that. It's too squishy for that. So I'm going to just stamp it. And if you wanted to be fancy, obviously you could heat emboss it, do all that kind of fancy stuff. But again, these are quick and easy Christmas cards. So they need to be kind of quick and easy, really. Otherwise, it kind of defies the point. So I'm going to get my memento back out again. Oh, look, my desk has turned into a tip again, honestly. I know this happens to everybody, though, so I do feel that it's kind of okay. And then I'll just come straight in here, like so. There we go. And then we can pop that out with a pair of scissors. Or you can do it with your... Oh, my little charms got stuck. Or you could do it with your trimmer if you felt more comfortable doing it with your trimmer. Okay. So, actually that doesn't look bad as it is. And then you can pop that, you know, straight up there as a Season's Greetings like that. I'm going to do it flat because she's already quite lifted. So we'll just do it just do it flat like that. Oh, thanks, Deb. Oh, thanks, Angela. Oh, I'm going to have to put some of these comments up. These are great. I'm glad you're enjoying this. This is good. This is good. Okay, there we go. Like so. So Angela says, wasn't sure on that stamp, but you've made it look classy. Yes, she can. I think she's very classy. She reminds me of a very, like a 1950s kind of lady, I think. And then Deborah says she loves that card. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I just felt like I needed to do something in black and white. Sometimes that's how it strikes you, isn't it? Right. So we've got our nice shiny little stars going on, and a little season's greetings. But as I say, you could make her into a happy birthday card if you wanted to. But we're doing Christmas cards today, so yeah. So you've seen this one, which is the colouring version. That's the one I did on Monday. This was the original one I did. So there's the 3 that I did. But yeah, it's very striking, isn't it, in the black? I think very striking. So yeah, I like that one. Good, she's turned out well. So clean off my stamps, clear this away, and we'll do the next one. I mean, that's just the girl with the dress, right? So we've got the girl with the tree, we've got the presents rather, we've got the flowers, we've got the tree, we've got all kinds of things going on. So yeah, I've got lots of lovely designs for our Stampin' Chat session that's coming up at the end of the month. So hopefully you will join us for that. Okay, so that's that. Put that away so I know where to get hold of it later. Okay, next up we have, what do we have next? Putting all my little bits away. Put my stamps away because I'm going to need those. Okay. So have you finished your Christmas cards yet then, everybody, or are you still like me, still going? Because I don't know how many I need to make. It's just it's going to be quite a lot, I think. Yes, that's a very good point. It's not just for Christmas. I agree, Deborah. It is. The more I see it, the more I like it as well. And I used, and yet it wasn't one that I was going to get. And in actual fact, it was a stamp set that I got from my team leader, Natalie. She did a team retreat, like a demo day retreat, and we all got that as one of our prizes. So that was lovely. And I was like, oh, brilliant! I really wanted to get this stamp, but I hadn't got it yet. And then she came along, and then there it was. We got it, so it's fine. Right, I'm going to take a swig of tea before we get on with the next one. And everyone tell me how you're doing. Have you done your Christmas cards? You're just starting out? You haven't started yet? How are we? Hopefully this is going to give you some inspiration for your Christmas cards as we get on with the next one. Okay, so the next one is one that uses, again, some lovely pink and purple colours. Oh, that's good. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay, so, Deborah, you don't really need to turn up for the rest of my Christmas card classes then, because you're sorted. You just have got special ones to do. But you've done them and written them. That is amazing. I'm sorry, I'm just going to forget. That is amazing. I'm in awe that you've done that and written them. It's the written bit that really gets me. At the moment, I'm still just working out my entire list that I have to do and send to people. Hey, Catherine's joined us from Sheffield. Hello. Nice to catch you live too. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Donna's made a start. Good. While you were away with your mum. That's nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. Doing it together. That always helps. Cool. Alrighty, so I'm going to go away now but that was just, I had to come back on because that was just amazing. Right. Okay, so let's get on with card number 3. So for card number 3, you can see this is a very simple card. I'm going to show you a little bit how we cut this paper. This paper comes from the gorgeous Peaceful place. Okay, and you get paper that's already organized for you. Let me just see if I can get them. So you get some sort of plain ones, that's lovely, and then you get these ones, okay, which are already done for you if you wanted to make it into 6x6 cards. But I very, very rarely make 6x6 cards because I just don't. I just make them the normal size and then send them out. So for me, this is like, well, how can I use this not 6x6? So I ended up cutting it down here and then cutting it across here so that this is my card front here. You could also cut it this way and have, you know, long portrait size cards. That would also work. But for this one, I did it this way. And then there's another sheet in here, which is like this one. I mean, seriously, you've only got trees on the bottom half of it. It's a beautiful piece of paper to put into a frame or to make a glorious scrapbook page on it. But for card making, you have to just accept the fact that this top half is just going to be all sort of starry and beautiful sort of sprinkly stuff. And then this bottom half has to be trees. Okay, so that's kind of where you have to just be, I think. So, oh, look at this. Krista's joining us. Hello from Pennsylvania. Hi. 5:36 a.m. Krista, you are just amazing to be up at that time. Although I was up that time this morning myself because Sean went off to golf. But oh, Catherine's done well. She's made 120, but she still has us. You still got your special family ones to make, and you love the DSP. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Oh, and Joe's back. Look at that. Meeting cancelled. That's a result on a Wednesday morning. That's a whoop for a Wednesday. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, so some of these papers you look at and you think, oh, I don't know how I'm going to cut them. They're a little bit weird, you know, whatever. But if you just go for it, you can get some really beautiful things. And then this one, I mean, this one to me is just stunning for making portrait cards. You know, just cut it in the middle and chop, chop, chop. But you can also make some gorgeous landscape cards if you're okay with cutting off that top bit there. You have to be able to just chop that off and use it on another project. Okay, but then you can make some beautiful landscape. You can make, again, 4 out of each sheet. So you can make lots and lots of cards from this paper, and it is absolutely divine. Could be one of the items you add into your order. And then if you, as I say, £45 order, you're going to get all the materials from me to make all of these cards. So you could buy the stamp sets and the ink, and I'll send you the papers and the cardstock. Right, so I've chopped that one up. As I said, I just cut it down from the 6x6 just to a standard layer, like so. We're going to attach this straight on to here. I mean, I do use Stampin' Seal as well sometimes to attach my layers, but if you're like me and I have astigmatism, my eyes are a little bit wonky, so sometimes I put things down and they're a bit they're not straight. So if you want to have the chance to be able to have a bit of wriggle room, then the liquid glue is the one for you. Now, before we put that down completely, I'm going to pop a little bit of a ribbon across there. Okay, like that. And for this, I will use my Stampin' Seal because this holds ribbon just fabulously. Get it going again. There we go. There we go. So we'll pop that down just across the bottom of that tree there. There we go. Make sure it's straight with my eyes. Yeah, that's pretty straight. Good. And then I'm going to use glue to stick that down. And this this pink that I'm using here is polished pink. So it's not the Magenta Madness that we had before. It's the polished pink. Okay. So we'll put that down. It's kind of a bit softer than the Magenta Madness. A bit more, I don't know, pinky, I want to say. It's got a bit more yellow in it, I think. So there we go. And then I've already pre-done myself a bow. You can obviously do a bow the Queen Pip way. We're going to pop that onto our little sentiment that we're going to stamp. It's going to be Happy Christmas from, where is it? From Happy Holidays. Okay, because I love this sentiment. it's just, you know, we always say Happy Christmas here, don't we? I never say Merry Christmas to somebody. I always say Happy Christmas. How, you know, that's just us, I think. So I like that they've given us a Happy Christmas. And in such a great stamp set as well. Fabulous. There we go. So hopefully it's straight. Yeah, it's not bad. There we go. And then I'm going to chop this off just like that. Leave that a little bit there. This is going to come in just sort of over the ribbon or trees. And we'll just pop a little bit of that at the top. Maybe it's a bit big. You need to come down a bit, Pip. Make it smaller. There we go. That's better. Even smaller. And then that can sit up there nicely like that. Excellent. All right, so this will pop up on dimensionals. And so this is also quite a monochrome kind of card, I guess. Except for the pop of pink, because, you know, everybody needs a pop of pink. There we go. And I'm deliberately not putting these straight. I'm putting them at an angle because I want them to go over the ribbon and hold that ribbon so it doesn't bobble up and down. And then have I got actually any dimensionals that are not chopped? No. Okay. Oops. Let's do this. Okay. So I just think these are beautiful cards. Very, you know, the bling is on them, but we will add obviously add a little bit of bling. There we go. And then you could use the nice in colour jewels on this to add a pop of pink, or you could go traditional. I think I'm just going to put it just above so it just hangs down like that, so then it's not adding too much more bulk to the card. There we go. Oh, look at that. Yay. I like that. Krista's adding Happy Christmas to her cards. Yes, it's a very nice way of saying it, I think. Be happy at Christmas. That's what we want you to be. Over here, Merry has a little bit of a different connotation. So you could start a revolution, complete new revolution, Krista, of Americans saying Happy Christmas. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so see how quick and easy that one was? But it's got some sparkly silver on the trees because they're all sparkly. So that's nice. And then we can add some more rhinestones, obviously, to the mix, because you can never really have too many rhinestones, I don't think. But you could also add, if you wanted to, some holiday gems, you know, all the different colours. All those different colours would be lovely. So add some sparkles. Now here's a few more that I've done with this, just to give you a bit more inspiration. I've also done another few. So this one, just used the paper, a little bit larger, and then just had the heat embossed white on black here. And then this one was with that other silver piece, which I said cut down this way. And then I've just used my blending brush and some of our dark foils, silver foils, and just brought out that colour there. I really like that one as well. So, but this one is so, I don't know, it's just so simple, but elegant. Just, I think, a nice Christmas card. So there we go. So you can dress it up or dress it down as you wish. Amanda says she's started but still got plenty to do for her Christmas cards. Yes, I feel a bit the same. Okay, so now we're heading into our I forgot to say, here's another one I did for that one, which did indeed use, this was fresh freesia cardstock, and then gorgeous grape, black Blackberry Bliss. Honestly, I'm getting my colours mixed up. So, yeah, Blackberry Bliss on Fresh Freesia. And then this did use the Fresh Freesia in colour rhinestones. Can you see they're kind of pink, purpley? And then Blackberry Bliss, and then just a piece of the Simply Elegant trim is brilliant because it's half of it's silver and half of it's gold. You get one reel of each, so it's great for Christmas cards. So that's another one. So we've got that one. We've got this one with pinks. So with and without ribbon, a little bit of a twist. And then that one just with the thing. It's nice, isn't it? They're all kind of nice. Oh, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Kristen says she knows what she's going to do with that gorgeous sheet. I know, it's so lovely, isn't it? You've got to but you've got to learn to chop it and use it. That's the thing. And, oh, that's nice. So thanks, Jane. You don't have the black check ribbon. I know it's very overlooked, I think, in the catalogue. It's in the, again, it's in the Halloween section, along with those black stars that we used, but it's lovely. So it's just called gingham ribbon, black and white check. I do know that in the States, this has been on and off back order for, on and off like crazy, but here it hasn't been so much. So, we're lucky we've still got it. So that's good. Okay. So for my final card, can you believe it? We're on our final card. Yes, that's about right. It's got 10 minutes to go. Is this one. And I'm going to show you it first, but because you're the one, because I want you to just see what we're trying to aim for. And this one was actually inspired by one of my customers, Jane. She won't be on at the moment because it's morning and she does afternoons. But she inspired me to use these background stamps, and I just thought that is beautiful. So I've made my own version. So let's put away our Happy Christmas. The sentiment that comes in this stamp is also from the fabulous Happy Holidays. We're going to use, I could use a different one this time, couldn't I? I could use, what does this one say? Christmas blessings to you and yours. That's nice. Okay, and we're going to need the holly from in here because we're going to do a bit with the holly. Not going to do anything with the bird, but I'm going to show you some more stuff I've done with the bird. So you can see some more ideas there. And then it's going to need a bigger one. So that's the holly. That's the sentiment. Okay, so then from out of here, I've taken winter and Christmas. You could add in holiday if you wanted to. Have I added in? I have added in holiday as well, actually. There we go. And I've used, for the card that I've shown you already, I've used crumb cake, which is a very nice traditional kind of Christmassy colour. But for this version, I'm going to make it in cinnamon cider because I just felt it was a little bit warmer. I'm going to use a different tag. So this tag has come from the Tailored Tag die set. They're just brilliant. They do so many different wonderful dies that just look lovely. So we're going to do Christmas blessings to you and yours. Put that on in real red. But I thought I'm going to try some cinnamon cider just to warm it up a little bit. Because the other one's lovely, but it feels quite crispy to me. I don't know. Do you find colours do that to you? You find that they've got like a crispness or a, I don't know, they've got a feeling to them. I don't know how else to describe it really, but I feel like they have a feeling. And I feel like crumb cake is always quite a cool colour. Not cold, but just cool. Anyway, so I decided this time we're going to use cinnamon cider. And we're going to need some paper because we're going to go off the edges. So we'll put that to one side for a moment to dry off. And then we'll get our piece of cinnamon cider. I'm also going to change the direction. I'm going to do it sideways this time. So we're going to start off, and I just want to start with some of the bigger ones. But we're going to just offset them slightly. Oh, that's a bit wonky. Never mind, that's going to go behind the That'll go behind the tag, that's fine. And then I'll put the tag across the middle there, so that's okay. This can come in here. We can put holiday can come down here. And Christmas we can pop in up here. Oops. There we go. And then maybe we'll put Christmas down here again. A bit straighter, hopefully this time. A bit straighter. Still a bit crooked. Okay, the other way, but that's okay. And I'll put winter down here. I'll put a holiday down here. Down a bit, so it's not too up. We'll have to put holiday in here, I think, because that's the only one that's going to fit. Like so. Add some winter along the outside here. And maybe here. And then we'll put some more holiday in here and here. Anything that tells you to eat more. It's a good day. There we go. And if you just put some words in across there, it doesn't really matter like that. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a gap there. That's a little bit crooked. That's okay. If you make a little bit crooked, that's where your tag's going to go, right? That's very simple. So we'll put those out the way now because we don't need those anymore. See how much warmer that looks? I don't know. It just does to me. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the holly. And this I did use my memento because I'm going to use my blends. So I want to make sure that that's not going to bleed in. You can do colour on colour colouring if you want to, and that does look lovely. But I feel like it needs to take a little longer than I wanted to do today. So going with the colours that the Stampin' Up have provided us in our lineage here. I'm just going to add some more in here. Hopefully you can all still see and hear me all right. My computer's whirring away, so I'm a little bit concerned that something's going on. So let me know you can hear me okay. Right, so this is just jade. I decided to go for just jade all over. Not really going to worry too much about colouring and getting all the thingies, but I will come back and add a bit of definition in a minute. But again, just jade, slightly cooler green actually than Old Olive. Old Olive is a little bit warmer, but because it's in the same in colour family, then I know it's going to go nicely with the cinnamon cider. So I have no fear of it, you know, clashing or anything like that. Okay, so that's nice. Now we're going to add in just a little bit of, if you just add a little bit more in to the sides, then the top comes up lighter. But be aware that this does actually lift the darker colour. So if you want to make a piece really dark, you'll have to go back in, which I will do in a second, and add in some more dark. I just want to do this. If Alyssa's still watching, I'm doing your dots, Alyssa. I find that brilliant for adding in shading, so thank you for that tip. There we go. And just another touch of darkness in where you fancy. Well, not so much where you fancy, but where you think it might be darker than the other bits. There we go. Okay, and then for my berries, obviously, got to be red. So again, straight over the I go straight over the top, like so. And then back in. Oh, good, you can hear me on YouTube. That's good. Okay, that's great. Thanks, Krista. There we go. Oh, thanks, Julie. You got to go. Oh no, you've got to go to work. Oh, you haven't started your Christmas cards. Oh yeah, absolutely. Case away. You're more than welcome to do that. You go to work, and I hope it's not too bad a day for you. Oh, we'll just sit here and finish these off, and then you can watch them back later because they're obviously going to be on YouTube, so that's cool. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can join us again in 2 weeks. I'll be back again. Not next week. I'm going to do it every 2 weeks, just so that, you know, people have got a chance to catch up on things. So we'll just cut out our holly. Again, it looks tricky, but it really isn't, because you're just going to follow the lines round. I'm not going to be bothered to go into that little bit in there, just so that you know, not going to bother me. There we go. Going to be okay. Normally I leave a little bit of a gap, but today for some reason I've gone really close. I don't know why. Probably because I've been doing the paper piercing. Normally I leave a gap around everything, so, but I can't start now because otherwise one half will have a gap around it and one half won't, so I can't do that. Oh dear. Rod for me own back. There we go. It looks better if you leave a gap, I'm just saying. I think. So don't do what I do. Do what I did on the first one. There we go. And see, I move the paper around the scissors because it makes it so much more of a clean cut and so much easier to control where your scissors are actually cutting. But you do need a really sharp pair of paper snips or scissors. I love ours because they just cut everything beautifully. Okay, so we're going to go around here. Around here. Quite a lot of cutting today. Didn't realise I had quite so much cutting. For years I never did any kind of cutting. So I must be having a fad. I'm sure it'll clear up soon. Oh dear. Now obviously you could stamp the holly and then punch it out with a circle punch or something, and just have it attached separately, but I liked it being actually on the card. Okay, so that's that. Take that away. Right, and then we're into assembly. So we've got a small piece of this mini ruffled ribbon, as they call it. It's going to go in there, like so. Okay, then we'll snip that bit off. And then a bit of linen thread. Now, it normally comes now in a roll, but I still have it on the old, I've still got an old pack of it, so do that. Tie a knot, just because it makes it easier to tie your bow afterwards if you tie it in a knot. Okay, tie your bow. And if you struggle with bows, I have a video up here on YouTube called How to Tie a Bow the Queen Pip Way. And it will help you immensely if you're struggling with bow tying. I show you all different. Linen thread, thick ribbon, thin ribbon, ruffled ribbon, all different types of ribbon. Okay, and now that's pretty much it. We're into assemble mode. This one's going to go this way to be slightly different, because it's nice sometimes to do something a bit different. So I'll do this. Pop that on there. See, it needs to be a bit wiggly, so I can straighten that up a bit. There we go, that's better. Like so. This we're going to pop up on dimensionals. So I'm going to start chopping up another packet. That's good. You can see I've been making so many cards recently. I've gone through like 3 packets of dimensionals, 3 sheets of dimensionals in about a week. So and I don't know why, but I just have this way of cutting them, and now I'm a bit OCD about it, that they have to be all cut the same way. Anyway, that's just me. Let's have a look. We've got a question from Julie. is the sentiment you're using from the Noel stamp set. It's actually from Happy Holidays. Yeah, the one that's got the big Noel on it. Happy Holidays. So it's this one, Christmas blessings to you and yours. It's got some beautiful sentiments on this. Some just really lovely. It's happy Christmas, Christmas blessings, wishing your family health and happiness, sharing the promise of the season, and of course the big Noel, which is lovely. So it's a stunning set, and again another one that's probably been overlooked by quite a lot of people because it's sort of hidden in the catalogue. But anything that's called Happy and then Holly Day with a bit of a pun in it, I've got to, you've got to love that, haven't you? Bit of play on words, always good. Okay, so now that's going to be stuck very firmly. Down here. Oopsie-daisy. Okay, so we're going to pop that across here like so. So sort of in the middle of the card, but at a little bit of a jaunty angle. And then we can glue the holly just here. If you wanted to, you could put a little bit of a mini dimensional on one of the bottom leaves. Oh, that one's going to be stuck. That one's going to be stuck. A little bit there. Not so much there. So you could, if you wanted to, add a little mini dimensional to that one, but I think it'll be okay. And we'll just pop that down there. Like so. And that's a really, it's just wording. It's not even any kind of, apart from the holly, I guess, there's not really any sort of big sentiment at all. I suppose there's a big sentiment, but there's nothing like a big Christmas tree or anything like that. But then I added, obviously, some obligatory red rhinestones, which is cool, because, it's red. So we need to do that. I need to find them first. Where are they? You could add different colours, though, if you wanted to. I mean, we've got the red to go with the red, to go with the real red, but we've also got, champagne ones might look nice. We've got all the ones from actually the green ones might look lovely on this. So this is the holiday, these are the holiday rhinestone jewels. And these come in all different kinds of colours. So actually this is a kind of a good one to go. I do like that green, even though it's not the same green. It's actually shaded spruce, I think. But I think it looks nice here. So we can add some of these, I think, here. I'll add a little one here. There we go. Just like that, just to add something on the other side, because this side's got quite a lot going on. And then add something to the other side. There we go. And again, on the envelope, you could add the holly leaves, just to have something on there. So this is with Old Olive and Real Red, which is the very traditional Christmas mix. And then this is Just Jade and the cinnamon cider instead of the crumb cake. But I think you'd agree that it's kind of nice. Oh, hi Sarah, you're watching. That's nice. Simple design and effective. Oh, you've not made your Christmas cards yet either. Yeah, there's quite a few on here that haven't, so you're not alone. You are not alone. So another card that I designed with that, well, a couple of cards here actually. So first of all, I just used the winter on its own. Again, with some of that Peaceful Place papers, just the trees, and then this beautiful grey satin ribbon. So that's just like that. And then for the Happy Holiday one, I went a bit crazy. And did a robin in a sort of a nest, but it's kind of a wreath really. So he's a mast-off robin in a nest with some of this is from Sparkle of the Season. We're going to get onto that in another class, but I just wanted to show you how the robin could be the focal point of a card as well. So there we go. So let's have a look at all the cards that we've done. Actually, I'm going to take myself off again so that we've got a bit more room. So here we go. So we started off really simply with our What's that called again? Oh, I've forgotten. Yeah, Whimsical Trees. There we go. Whimsical. Had a bit of a mind fart then. So Whimsical Trees. Then we went to the lovely black and white lady from Delivering Cheer, and then we went to the polished pink Christmas trees, and then we finished off with our top one. So let's see if I can get that into better order so you can see them all a bit better. Bring this one down a bit. Can you see all that okay? I've got the stuff all over the screen, isn't there, so you can't see them as well, but hopefully that's a bit better. There we go. So that's the 4 cards. So if you spend £45 in my store, you'll receive and use the host code, which is this one, not the one that I sent out. It's this one. Sorry about that. Then you will receive all the products to make these cards. So you'll receive all the materials, not the product, not the stamp sets, but you'll receive the die cuts, the papers, the DSP that we use, the ribbons, the rhinestones, all that stuff. You'll receive all of that stuff in the post from me as a thank you for basically running along with the class. So yes, you can order whatever you like. It doesn't have to be exactly the stuff that I've used here if you want to make it differently. But yeah, that's how it works. So I hope that you've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed playing along with you this morning, and I will see you here again on 2 weeks' time. So when's that? That will be, let me just check the date, the 17th. So I'll be back here on the 17th of November. We'll have another set of 4 cards to do. And yeah, we'll be playing along with some more holiday fun when I come back. So I hope that you've enjoyed that. Thanks ever so much for watching, and thank you so much for all of the comments. Is that for all this month? Yes, you can use that code for all this month, and yes, you can do it for any time this month. Depending on when you put the order in, obviously I'll have another code. I'll set up another code for the next card class, so I know which card class you want the products for. Otherwise it'll be a bit confusing. So it'll be for ordering for this, and then when we do the next one, I'll set up a special one just for that class. So then hopefully people will know, I'll know which one you're after. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense to anybody? I hope so. So yes, so thank you. Oh good, I'm glad that people are enjoying delivering cheer. Yes, it is beautiful. I think it's definitely a good one. I don't know if it's going to carry forward, but who knows? Fingers crossed. If we all buy it, they'll love it enough and they'll keep it. So that'll be good. But yeah, so thanks ever so much for watching. This was my very first card class, and I've enjoyed it doing this. You know, it's different to my Monday pick-me-up videos, because that's normally just 1 card or maybe 2 or 3, depending on how far I go. But these are all kind of like different, and I like that. So I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching with me, and thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you. I'm so glad that you've enjoyed it. And yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I really like that. That's nice. Thank you. A new way of looking at your stamp sets and the DSP. Oh, good. I love teaching people new ideas or sharing new things. So thank you very much. And I'm very glad that you've enjoyed waking up with me, or starting before your work, or sneaking in at the office with your Christmas card class with me. Episode 1, episode 2 coming on the 17th. So I will see you then. And in the meantime, I'll be back on a Monday lunchtime doing my normal Moody Monday pick-me-up video, which is all about just making you feel a little bit happier on a Monday, because, you know, Mondays are a bit gloomy. So I will be back on Monday, and then I'll be back again here doing my Christmas cards on the 17th. So until then, bye-bye. Take care. Cheers.